take a look. It looks pretty awesome from here. Oh, it totally worked. It's awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. Does he appear on both sides?
Dude, you need to email
You know what it looks like? It just looks like
He's streaking.
he is in both sides.
All right, so here's the deal. We're rolling, and this is the one thing that I was particularly looking forward to at Dweezilla, because my idea was to create a situation where the people that wanted to come and learn and really expand their knowledge of the instrument and enjoy the guitar more. I thought, what's the best way to offer the most comprehensive course possible, and who would be the best candidates to do this? So, some of the players that are all here, I was pretty well familiar with before I decided to do this, but then some people were introduced to me fairly recently, and so the cool thing was that the ideas that everybody presents are all things that I wanted to learn myself. So I said, if I want to learn this stuff, there's got to be some other people that want to learn this stuff. And so I'm really happy that all of you guys made it, because it's kind of hard to get to this place here at the Full Moon Resort. But I'm glad that you guys all decided to come and help teach. And my goal was to make it possible for everybody to learn from us, but I didn't want us to be excluded from that process, because oftentimes in an event like this, there's no time for any of us to really play. We can talk about some guitar stuff and maybe go over an idea here or there, but the thought process here was, why don't we sit down and we can learn from each other, and the students here are going to be able to see what we like to learn from each other. Then they may have some questions that we'll get to as well, but the real idea is just to discuss things that are in all of our own playing that we would like to know more about. So if anybody has any questions amongst the group, we will, hand the mic over and just start the process and see what we can all learn from each other. I think, to me, this was the thing I was, yes, this will be so much fun. It's a little bit like espionage, but it's also, just really a fun time for super guitar nerd maniacs, so it's going to be fun. So does anybody in this group have a question to start off with for anyone in this group?
Derryl, how do you do that?
How do you do what? Well, you can use the mic to describe something, or you can actually play or ask him to define what he means by that.
You know what that is.
You know.
Come on, man. Bring the ring. How you doing? Bring the ring. I don't know, man.
I suck.
Yes, the student of the Holdsworthian technique has also followed the master in his self-deprecation. He has learned from the master.
Right.
Because if anyone who ever meets, anyone who ever meets Alan Holdsworth, you say, man, I really admire what you do, and he's like, I'm so sorry you listened to my playing.
He did that to me.
Yeah.
He got mad at me. I listened to his record.
Yeah, he'll apologize to you for every record he's ever made.
Yeah. So you listen to that.
Yeah. But
I just want to say, sometimes I get emotional, but all these guys are really great.
well, we're happy you're here and a part of this. You're definitely a big part of this.
Yeah, man.
Let's see if I can talk without crying. But these guys are very humbling, just to watch them play. It's a real honor to be here. Please edit that out of the video, please.
That's going to be our main reel.
All right, I guess that maybe Chris is talking about some of the the stuff I did on Dinosaur, maybe, or, I don't know.
Yeah, you're legato playing in general. I mean, it's fire breathing awesome, you know. So I'm just trying to maybe get an idea of just where to start getting that liquid sound, mercury thing.
Let's see. Well, first you got to get a guitar that pretty much plays itself. You guys have got to try playing my guitar, and the action is like super low. I don't know how Tom does what he does because his action is like really high, and he's using a heavier gauge strings. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not good at this. But yeah, you got to get a guitar that's set up comfortably for you to play. I mean, some guys, they play my guitar and it's just so easy to play that it feels uncomfortable to them. All right, so you got to get what's very super comfortable for you, and so that's step one. What I do is I lower my action. It's like 1 millimeter at the 12th fret, and I adjust the truss rod so there's very little relief in the neck. So yeah, as Tom said, this guitar practically plays itself. So let's see.
I think they would like to hear one demonstration of something that can give some idea of how you get through some of these lines. Like one thing I would love to see you demonstrate a little bit of is that diminished thing that has the more major kind of triad thing in it.
Okay.
That kind of idea.
All right. Let's see.
Do you want somebody to play a chord for you?
No. Well, let's see. I wanted to come up with some type of diminished idea that wasn't the typical diminished sounding thing, and so one of the ideas I came up with is something like this. See these different shades, so I saw this shade, right? So I messed around with it for a while and I came up with it. And I'm like, okay, so I can take that idea.
I saw you do that, and I had to know more about that. Like you sent me some PDFs on that, and I sat there for a little bit saying, how does that just flow across the fretboard for him? Because it's not easy, it's not common at all. And but there was one other pattern in there that is actually a little bit more attainable for the person who wants to first check this out, and I'm sure you're aware of it, but I'll show you what I gleaned from it, and if you haven't already discovered it, then it would be very useful to you in your own thing. So I'll show you guys a more easy version of this thing, even though it's not that easy, but it's 3 notes on each string, but you're skipping a string, and I'm not really going to do it quite the same way that he did. So hold on this. But it's the same sound. It's more of like a major triad sound and then a dominant kind of sound, but then it still is the diminished thing. So here is, well, I'll do it without it first, but here's the shape. They're symmetrical, but they start, I'll show you. I'll just play it, the first 2 shapes. you would start it a minor third away from where you started the first one. So if you started here on C, you would start here. Saying that thing to me, I was like, I gotta figure that out, because that's the coolest sound. It's one of my favorite sounding runs, because it has these exotic sounds that don't sound diminished, but when you really pick it apart, it's the diminished scale. So it's really clever how you pulled that together. Yeah.
He's going got it. He's getting to it.
Hey man, go back to the room. Yeah. It's a cool pattern.
But what diminished is it? That's it. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm going to show you guys another pattern that I think is pretty cool.
Derryl, before you do that, can you just show the first pattern that you did, just the first part?
Sure.
Slow.
Okay. So,
Using that term.
Something else about this is that I'm doing this what Greg Howe calls a hammer on from nowhere. So I'm going right there on the D string. On the D string, I'm hammering on, but I'm not picking it. So the accents are on the high E. I came up with this lick around 96 or whatever and put it in my Visions and Dreams tune, but after this lick, this one was born, let's see, what was that one was born later. I'm
show you. But
So it's like, I can't believe this is happening because all these guys like blow my mind.
right.
No, man, your head was mind. You should see their faces.
Yeah.
it starts again right there. Once you get too peaky. Yeah, so it gets up here. I'm teaching Derryl Gabel this.
Another cool lick, this diminished that I really dig, that I use on the dinosaur tune. First of all, Dweezil sent me this tune. I'm like, I know he's like joking with me because his changes are like ridiculous. Like some of the hardest stuff I've ever tried to do. It kind of reminded me of his dad, how his dad would push his musicians, to really, strive to, just push them to their extreme and stuff. But I found something that worked, thank God, over one of these progressions, and it was this type of thing. It's diminished. Let's see, it's so this is based on an A whole half diminished. And so we've got like minor third interval. Then you have like a pentatonic shape here. You've got, right? Then you go up a tritone. Again with the same shape. Alright, you have this F sharp here. Okay, A, C, E, like a pentatonic shape. You're going to put a little roll over the top. So now you have this type of shape. I'll just do a ascending. So this is like a 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3 concept. I think in terms of concepts, a lot of times it's easier for me to think that way and be creative with lines and stuff. So the other one is the same thing, a 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. So you've got this type of thing. And then it just repeats.
So, where after you end on this this D note here, the next one.
So you got this.
So that's what I wanted to see is just the top half of that arpeggio is. Yes. There we go.
Yep. That's a cool idea right there. Now I can use those.
But it's those two shapes, once you get to the top, those two shapes alternating going up in minor thirds, right?
Hang on a second.
Show me the shape slowly. The first one. The
Yeah.
last one.
By the way, that kind of came from the pentatonic thing that I do. That's 3 1 3 3 1 3. So you take sorry to take a little detour here, but it's 3 1
Just real quick, this whole kind of thing is exactly what I was looking for this thing. Is like how we can really just take apart little pieces of everybody's playing. But this is the kind of stuff that every guitar player does with all their friends when they first start. Like anybody that knows a little bit about guitar, they sit down, they say, what do you know, and you sit down. But then you come across one guy every now and again who's like, yeah, I'm not showing you my stuff. You know, and he takes out, he puts his guitar in his case and he walks out. He steals your stuff. Yeah, but he doesn't show you his stuff, you know. There's always one of those.
So now show the diminished thing.
Oh yeah.
So slow, just in front.
concepts to try. The diminished stuff is super cool, but super hard to play because the shapes are so awkward. As you can see, we're all struggling with it.
Okay, it's Tom's turn.
The thing that confuses me about what you're doing is that it's the lines are really predictable. Like I find for diminished scale stuff,
This is the first time.
it's really hard to be non-predictable. Like I have this line that I thought was really cool, but now I'm reconsidering it. So it's like, I thought that was cool.
That's cool. That's fun.
It is cool.
Slow down. Slow down.
But this one's really predictable because it's based on that classic kind of triad thing. The four triads, really basic kind of idea. But like you guys are going to hate this lick because the fingering standard tuning is almost impossible.
Oh, he's up.
I'm going to show you all of it. Yeah. So this is like, it's a C major, it's like over a C7 kind of groove.
So we're starting on
So
one.
we're starting on the C major triad, but in like, in second inversion, so you've got that D shape. I'm going to try it. Oh, well, I won't bother, so I won't bother with you.
Yeah.
So you can start on the G. Oh no, sorry, the G. Oh yeah, it's a G. So start on the G and then come down the triad. But make sure you finish on your little finger. So on the low G down in the octave, finish on the little finger.